Okay, hi everybody. I'm very excited to show you my masterpiece, my finest creation. I haven't yet given a name, but it's the brakeless fixie I'm going to use for crits, and this is it. So the frame was made by SKREAM. It's an extremely limited edition. Only 11 were made, 11 frames like that, which is a collaboration between SKREAM and my team, the Suicidal Urban Riders. So you can see the Doomed on the fork and Suicidal Rider right here on the top too. Okay, let's have a look at it piece by piece. First, let's have a closer look at the paint. Okay. So Suicidal Urban Riders, SKREAM, and the Doomed fork. You've got our motto here: to hell we ride. Okay, so now the components. Do you see this? This is a Raketa chainring called the Diamond Chrome. And it has, of course, those domes which are reminiscent of punk and metal universe. That's the reference, with, of course, a disc, a full crankset from Confession. Matte black, very, very simple, very pure. And the chainring, which on the opposite is very shiny and, in a way, almost with a lot of bling in it. Another detail I'd like to show you is do you see this 6 scale 6.6, because the frame is made of 66 aluminum, which is the lightest aluminum. That bike, the frame is actually a Magnum 2.0 by SKREAM. It's extremely light, extremely nervous. I love that frame. I've got another one, a regular SKREAM Magnum 2.0, but that one is of course very different. With chrome decals, as you can see here, and the paint, which is quite unique. It's actually black. Maybe it looks a bit gray, but it's black. Okay, so we've done the crankset, the chain, a full black chain, of course, with the shiny chain ring. I mean, what else could I put? Had to be black chain. It's the KMC 701 SL, I think, with, you know, cuts like that. One of the lightest chain for track bikes. Okay, then what do we have? Then the wheels. Let's take a look back at the wheels. So of course they are carbon wheels. What you can see is that they've got some sort of a marble aspect, some sort of a marble finish, both of them. Okay, but you should know that in the back, that's a clincher tire, Vittoria 28. Okay, and even though it looks similar, in the front it's not the same at all. This is tubular and it's 25, so same in a way brand for tires, of course, so it looks the same, and the rims look the same, but they're not the same. That wheel is a coal, just like that, but this is something I had done with the Dura Ace hub, a 32, so quite heavy but extremely stiff. But this is clincher and this is tubular, because that's how I got it. I mean, that was the deal I had, so I just seized the opportunity to get a very good price on that tubular wheel, but then I had made that clincher wheel in the back. It's a strange choice, I know, but that's what I did. So yes, in a way, this is, I think, almost very unique. This is not it's not very expensive, but it's extremely, almost unique as it is. Seat post, UD carbon glass, with the real carbon saddle. This is not just a Chinese crappy carbon saddle. This is a real carbon saddle from XLC. Okay. Then we've got the stem zip Beyond Black Service Course SL. You may know that I already have one like that, but it's 17 degrees. This one is 6 degrees, and it's just perfect like that, with carbon spacers again. What maybe my favorite handlebars, the S-Works Aerofly 40 millimeters with a shallow, of course, very shallow drops. I love those handlebars, and so it's very aero in the front, as you can see here, and you've got that flat shape. And if you really pay attention, the carbon is almost a bit marble, isn't it? So just like the wheels. And as a finishing touch, I had to put a little bit more chrome, so I chose Supercars chrome bar tapes. That was to really add a nice finish to it. Okay. Of course, this is brakeless because it's made for crits, so no brakes in the front. This is basically the aspect of it. Of course, with the tapered fork, and from the back it looks like that. And I'm about to ride it. It's just out of the shop. It's been built at Cycle Victor near Paris, a great bike shop doing great work. And so this is it. This is my masterpiece. I'm so proud of it. It's been months assembling, getting all the parts together, designing the frame with SKREAM, and well, I have to say that I'm really happy with the result, even though we've had a few issues with the decals, but that's just something that I'll keep for myself and the guys of the team. But if you take a look at it like that, what you see is almost perfection. So that bike is almost too good and too beautiful for me, in the sense that I'm not good enough to ride such a beautiful machine, but I'll do my best to ride it well. And oh, by the way, it's 6.75 kilos. That's quite light, isn't it? That was the whole point. And I think, well, we did it. 6.75, that's quite light. I think it's even below UCI standards. But who cares, because we are riding crits, not official races, etc., etc. So we don't care about that. But yes, it's 6.75 kilos. Et voila. I love that bike so much, and I haven't ridden it yet, but I know it's going to be amazing, because that frame is great. The SKREAM Magnum 2.0 is great for riding. So I've been doing that video in the street, just out of the shop like that, with a bit of sun, so you could really see the frame, and you can probably hear a lot of cars and people walking, but I really don't care. And to finish, check this out. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. And really, guys, this is not disco. It's metal and punk, okay? People, punk rockers and metalheads would put that sort of dome, chrome dome like that on their leather jackets, for instance, or denim jackets, or belts. Of course, on the belts, you've got many belts with like that. So it's not disco, it's metal and punk. The diamond chain ring with that unique. Have a look, the sun. When the sun is on the paint, it shines even more, gets blacker. And this is the Suicidal Urban Riders frame.